today's episode, we're dealing with lost footage the best way we know how, moving forward. That's right, we've actually expanded Jair's Fits and Apparel, but unfortunately that footage is, well, gone. So, with that being said, today's video will focus on continuing the expansion that we had already started upon. The goal being that we'll not only expand the retail space for our customers, but we are going to also primarily focus on expanding the factory so that we can begin to fulfill more wholesale orders and, well, make more money. In order to meet our expansion goals, we're also going to need to increase our staffing, so we're going to be hiring for a variety of positions today. Will we be able to meet our expansion goals, increase the quality of the products that we're selling in our retail space, and also keep our new employees happy? Well, it sounds like a tall order, but I'm up for it. Come find out in Factory Outlet Simulator here on Jair's Place. Well, hello there everybody, Jair's here. Welcome back to another episode of Factory Outlet Simulator. And we are back here at Jair's Fits and Apparel. And we've got plans today for this little storefront and our factory. We've got quite a lot of plans actually today. And hopefully be able to see it all through. So what I was doing off camera a little bit was doing a couple wholesale contracts just to get some funds because, well, you need money to see your plans through. So that's exactly what I was doing. So we have some stuff out here in our retail store. We've got some shoes and we've got some Jair's Place coffee mugs. I actually, no lie, I kind of want to make one like this in real life and have something made to that effect, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do that. Who knows? Like I said, as far as the plans that we have for today, we're going to get our retail space stocked up here, but I really want to expand the product offerings that we have. And what I mean by that is not so much about the type of clothing and the things that are offered. It'll still be shirts and stuff like that, but I want to increase the variety of the brand. And there is a brand that caught my attention. And so I'm very, very curious here. So if we go into our license, there's one that really kind of caught my eye and I really want to explore it. And it's gonna cost a little bit of money, but I think it'll be worth it. I really do. So if we scroll down here just a smidge to where we want to go, right here, it says here that it's Whisper Silk. There is something about wanting to sell silk shirts. I just feel like that's going to catapult Jair's Fits and Apparel into a completely different stratosphere of retail excellence. I really hope that the earning potential within for your retail location versus doing wholesale, I really hope that the retail earnings will start to increase more because frankly, it makes more sense so far in this game to do wholesale. That's where I'm making all my money is wholesale. The retail, I'm not doing a whole lot. But in any case, $4,000, 4.30 to be exact, but that will land us some silk clothing. So, my question, although like with this is one, what is it going to require us to buy, right? That's going to be the first thing. So here we go. We have a black t-shirt, we have a blue t-shirt, and we have a red t-shirt, we have a white, and we have a yellow. I'm all for yellow. I like the vibrant tone of yellow. It stands out. It should theoretically stand out on the shelf. I'm all for it. So what we need for that is both thread and fabric. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to let's produce some yellow shirts here with the thread and the fabric. I'm not sure. I didn't look at the other color varieties. Like, I don't know if there's any difference in terms of the other colors. Obviously, the white, we would use the white fabric, but the other ones, same things are needed. We need black fabric for that. Okay, so there we go. We have our first set of silk shirts. Okay, and as you can see with this, these things take longer, which I expected that to be the case. And these really take a long time. Okay, so this isn't so great, but I would hope that this would translate to better prices, because it's taking me more time to produce these shirts. So I really, really hope that this is not going to be a mistake, but we'll see. We've got shirts out here now from this brand, and in the black and yellow varieties. And I'm noticing, like, right here, this shelf is kind of in the, this shelf right here is kind of in the dark. As is, like, this area right here, which I don't know, maybe if I just move this over. I don't think that really made a big difference in terms of, I mean, it's given some light over here to some degree, but a little more than there was anyway. My restocker kind of went and kind of stocked everything here, obviously, as they were supposed to do. But I didn't want all the Forever 20 stuff out here. But it is what it is. So let's go ahead, and I'm going to need another shelf to be able to put those clothes on. Okay, so let's see how this actually, you know, given that we spent $4,000 on the license to be able to sell these clothes, let's see what we can actually do with prices. Because if this doesn't affect increase the potential for price, this is going to be really upsetting. So let's see here with this particular shirt here. Okay, so we can sell these at a max of $14, and for what we've paid for the license, I want to try to get what I can from that. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to max these out. By comparison to that, you can see with the Forever 20 shirts, we sell those for $4.50. So there is obviously something to be said for spending the money on the licenses for the more expensive, seemingly more expensive brands. And we have this stuff mixed in with Forever 20, so not the best layout for right now, but it's fine. We'll go ahead and put these up here, and I think I still have one more variety I have to make of these new shirts, which is the blue. So we'll go ahead and get those made. And as far as the rest of our retail, we need sneakers, we need jeans, we have a couple designer shirts up here yet, and we have a lot of t-shirts, but we're running low on a lot of things. Now, here's the problem that all of this presents. When you're talking about just looking at the shoes, as seen with these better quality shirts, or so it would seem, right? When you have stuff like this, and these mugs, for example, even the designer shirts, the only thing that produces relatively quickly are the Forever 20 t-shirts. The jeans don't produce that fast either. So you might be saying, okay, so what's your plan? What do you think you should do? Well, here's the thing. Here's our situation. We have $19,000. Now, I'm not particularly fond of this entire layout right here. I do think that we could benefit from more space, but I think for right now what we have in terms of our space is enough to at least make do with what we have to work with right now. In that, I say all that to mean that I do think that the potential is here and that we will absolutely need to increase the size of this factory soon enough. But what we're going to do right now is we're going to work on our production, and the only way we can do that to increase our output is to buy more machines. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to put out some money here, $3,000 to be exact, and we're going to purchase 4 more machines. Now, this isn't the only thing that we're going to do, but this is a starting point for what I'm going to try to accomplish here. So, we now have 6 machines here that we can utilize. So that means I need to do wholesale. Now, in order to produce any wholesale, I can't run around and run every one of these machines at one at a time for 10 crates at a time. That's not feasible. So, we're going to spend a little more money. And we're going to hire somebody else. We're going to hire our next employee here at Jair's Fits and Apparel. And we are going to hire the automation engineer, which is not going to be cheap, but this person's going to basically pay for themselves as they thumb around on their tablet. So what we're going to do is we're going to find an order here that we can fill. And I'm going to be really, really optimistic with how I do this. We're going to take this wholesale order, which is going to be a need of 620 Forever 20 black jeans. So basically we need 62 crates. And it's going to net us a sizable amount of money in the process. So we're going to take that and we're going to just come over here real quick. I just want to see, I forget what that actually requires us in terms of what we need. We need black fabric, plastic buttons, and cheap zippers. So, what I'm going to do is I am going to order quite a bit of fabric. And quite a bit of cheap zippers and plastic buttons, which I cannot wait to make to sell more high-end stuff, because we really need to upgrade our stuff. We need to sell more high-end goods. So now that we have hired our I forgot their title already, but now that we hired the automation specialist here, we can now utilize this wonderful little app right over here. And so we're going to go over here to pants, and since we need to fill an order here for black jeans, we're just going to go ahead and put in 62. Click produce. And there we go. It creates there's a really weird noise that happens though in my ear when that starts. It just with all these machines at one time. But as you can see here, produces all of the jeans using all the machines at one time. And so as you take a crate away, another machine will start. This is going to allow us to fill these wholesale orders a lot quicker. Okay, so we've got our first load of crates into our truck here. We're going to go ahead and run these down to the ship, and we're going to have to make a couple trips. So I'll be back once we're done doing all that, and we'll collect our money. Well, I overestimated. It's fine. We got 2 crates now we can sell in the store. I kind of overdid it. I got into too much of a roll there, but we just collected a nice payday there with all that. And I'm feeling so good about things that I'm actually gonna go home and take a nap for the first time in a while. My employees are going to be stoked. Of course, it would help if I could pull into here. It's a little bit of a tight fit. A little bit of a tight fit for this truck, but it's fine. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll just put these right over here. And close this stuff down. Hey guys, guess what? We're actually going home. This is an uncommon occurrence around here. Alright, so we're back here for another day. Open this up. Now I think today what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on stocking up the retail store, and we're going to get a whole bunch of raw materials and stuff to get these shelves stocked. And you know, as far as like the jeans and stuff, and we'll get our sneaker rack refilled. And I think we're gonna sell a hat today too. I think that's what we're going to do. But before we do anything of that sort, since we now have $26,000, it is time to expand. We're going to expand our store. Since it's $8,000 to expand the factory, we are going to go ahead and do that. So we have now expanded our factory a considerable amount here. We get an extra large bay door right here. So this is good right here. This is good. And we also have All right. So now we don't have to come in and out of these small doors right here. And now we can expand our machines and do everything else. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to work on the factory here a little bit too. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to take this, we're going to move, we're going to kind of redo this a little bit here. Okay, so we have got our machines all set up here along this wall. We have our shelving here. We need to actually move our truck further down into the bay here because this is space we can use. Plus this will be a lot easier to get in and out of here with the trucks. So we'll go ahead and pull this in right here. There we go. All right. I don't know what he stocked out here. Okay, so we're restocked on all our jeans, all our shirts. We do need some designer stuff, but we need sneakers too. So I would like to have some stuff just made up so that we have it. So we'll go ahead and we'll just buy a bunch of raw materials just so that we have what we need. I have these hats that I made, the kumquat hat. We also have our logo tees here, but you can see we're going to need thread. Okay, so we can grab everything away off here and get all this stuff. All this Forever 20, all these t-shirts. We're definitely going to need to hire more people. That is for sure. Okay, so we've got our Jer's Plays t-shirts. Okay. Come on over here and grab this. We are fully stocked with our designer shirts. We've got all our kumquat shirts, all of our Apple shirts. I don't even care where everything goes right now. I just want this stuff up there. And we've got some more Jer's Plays shirts up there. Okay. And lastly, we're going to have a new product offering. So what we want to do is we want to create our hat. I should really make some Jer's Plays hats too, but for now we've got the kumquat hat because who doesn't like the kumquat hat? Okay, so we need cardboard for the hats. So we'll go ahead and order a couple of those. And now we'll be able to go ahead and produce these. This is the first time I'm making these hats. let's see how I'm curious with all these new items. When you make new stuff, how long does it take the machines to produce it? Now, of course, before we can even sell those hats, we need to buy a hat rack for the store. And we need to set our price too. So we'll go ahead and let's go over here to our interior. Let's find the hat rack. Now we did increase the size of our store as part of this. At least I think I did. I did. There's more space there at the wall. All right, so we got to actually move everything back here. So I completely forgot about the retail space. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this up so the cash register, the counter is kind of in the middle of things. I really want to get rid of this part of the wall too. Let's see what our expansion options will give us here. I'm assuming if I expand it again, it'll get rid of that and we'll have like more, we'll just have a more open space here. So let's see. Another 500 to expand the store. Man, okay, it's not all totally there yet. It's not all totally there yet. Well, that's fine. We're gonna pay for the expansion anyway. $750. We're getting there. That's good for now. I don't want to spend any more money. So we're good for right now with that. I am totally fine with that. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna place this over here. We have everything, and I may even actually move this over. There we go, just so it's not in the way. All right, so we have our hats. Can only put one hat on here at a time. There. We have all of our designer shirts. We have our other shirts over here. We definitely need some lighting in here. That's a given. So let me just go ahead. I'm gonna spend a little more money on the storefront, but that's okay. You know, we want to make that a big part of our business. So we're going to do that. Hopefully this will help things here a little bit. So we'll come over here, this over here. There you go. A little more lighting over here. This shelf needs to be straightened out. Okay. We need to move. And today we can just have a retail day and see how well we do with all the money that we've invested in our retail store. We don't necessarily have a ton of new products to offer, but we do have hats. Only one variety, but we have hats. We have shoes. We have jeans. We've got some coffee mugs, which I've got to stock up more coffee mugs. We've got all of our designer shirts out here, and we have our new silk t-shirts. We have a lot of shirts here. And we have our first shoplifter of the day, followed by our second shoplifter of the day. Jeez. All right, that's enough of that. And the thing is, right now I don't have a security guard, and I could hire a security guard, because then at that point I can take the security gate away and I can do wholesale orders in the middle of the day, but because I don't have a security guard right now, I really can't do anything with respect to leaving the premises, because if somebody does try to steal, then I can't handle that situation, right? So we're at the point now, we've put a lot of money into this business. I can't have one single loss. We got some comments as people are coming out the door here. We are going to hire Electra Guardian as our security guard. Now, I don't know if the security guard will show up today. Oh, here we go. How are you, ma'am? Thank you for joining us here at Jair's Fits and Apparel. You are very, very much needed around here, and a welcome sight, let me tell you. We'll be able to really... Whoa! She just kicked that... Oh my gosh! Whoa! I'm gonna give you a bonus. Man, she didn't club anybody over the head. She just kicked the crap out of somebody right upside the head. I can now put in a normal day's work. See how we're doing out here in the retail space. So we have a need for, we've got our hats have mostly sold out. We need some of our shoes though on the shelf. We've got our designer shirts. And we are pretty much out of coffee mugs. The jeans are well stocked, so we're good there. This will be a good place to call it here. We've upgraded our store. We've upgraded our factory. We've added machines. We've added the ability to more quickly produce and fulfill wholesale orders. We purchased a new product license for a more upscale clothing item to be sold in our store, which is increasing our overall store income. And we're not done yet, because we've got a lot left to do here in Factory Outlet Simulator, and a lot more left to accomplish for Jair's Fits and Apparels. But I thank you guys very much for watching this episode of Factory Outlet Simulator here on Jair's Plays. If you're new here, welcome. And if you like this content, please give it a thumbs up. And if you'd like, please subscribe. But until next time, my name's Jair's. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.